Truth Social was, of course, set up as an alternative to Twitter where free speech would not just be some sort of vague aspiration. No, that would be the whole point. They're not going to be banning people, shadow banning people, or anything like that. And at this point in the intro, where do you think I'm going with this? Where do you think? They're doing those things. Yeah, no, they're and specifically shadow banning people. The stuff that enrages the right the most. Don Jr. loves talking about being shadow banned. Dave Rubin, every day I've been shadow banned. No, they're shadow banning people. Public Citizen, great organization, has been looking into this. They heard complaints from people that they were unable to post about topics, including, for instance, the January 6th House Select Committee or about the fight for abortion access. They found that content was not allowed. So they say our own research on the platform confirms that the site engages in shadow banning, which is fully or partially blocking users' content without warning, notice, or recourse. This is prevalent with regard to both progressive subject matter and across various other topics. So yes, this is politically biased censorship, which they've implied they would never do. It's generally about progressive stuff, but there's some weird exceptions that we need to dive into. First of all, though, any post containing the phrase "abortion is healthcare" automatically shadow banned. I don't like you can go to the backyard with your free speech concerns. If it's about abortion as healthcare, nope, you don't get to talk about it. Screw you. You have the wrong opinions. Your opinions are by definition politically incorrect, I guess, and they will not be allowed. They will cancel you as part of the culture they're setting up. Anyway, it's not just that. Let's see. One woman at Public Citizen talks about trying to get that stuff to be posted. She would even get a notification saying that her truth had been posted, but it hadn't. You couldn't actually see it when you searched for it. You've got posts like this that talk about birth control regulation and that sort of thing. No, those were shadow banned as well. You have a lot of banning going on around the January 6th committee hearing. So for instance, if you share a video of Ivanka Trump doubting her father's claims that the election was stolen, that's it. Your free speech rights or whatever, they're gone. But it isn't just that. Take a look at this. This is a post about like Ukraine and Zelensky. And isn't that like a conservative music guy? This isn't even lib or progressive stuff. This ain't lefty stuff. I don't even know why that was banned, but it was banned. It was taken down because that's what they do. Because all their claims about free speech and censorship and cancel culture and political correctness, it was a massive lie. And you should have known it all along. If you're a conservative, you should have known that they were lying to you. But this is how they want to run it. They've created a safe space for conservatives, except Blake something. Isn't that his name, Blake something? It's not a safe space for him. Blake Shelton, sexiest man in America, I remember. Anyway, he was 1 year. Okay, but anyway, no, they're doing the censorship, they're doing the shadow banning. It was inevitable.
First off, let's start with the most important thing here, John. Let's keep it real. You're still working your way to it. Yes, they did call you, what they call you earlier? One of the members, they called you beautiful, sexy, a bae. They called you a bae earlier. So I guess Blake Shelton got sexiest man alive a few years ago. You still got time, John. You still got time. We'll make it there. First off, let's start that war. People Magazine, sexiest man of the year, John Iadarola. Anyways, on to this because
5 votes.
Joining Truth Social apparently doesn't get you to the truth. Now, a lot of people complaining about these things you went over. January 6th, the abortion conversation and debate. That again, I thought they were celebrating that they won on that. But January 6th, many people were frustrated. When are we gonna hear the other side? When are they gonna let us give our side of it? How come we can't talk about our side? Hey, people are trying to discuss it on your truth site. Why don't you give us the truth? No, let's just ban it. Sounds like you don't want to have that discussion or that debate, which is exactly what would happen if they allowed any of these disgruntled folks to intrude on the truth that's being told there. Also, the abortion debate. Hey, I thought America was on your side. I thought so many Christian loving Americans that don't want any separation between your belief systems and our government's policies. I thought they'd all be in support of you. You should be shouting from the rooftops how you're in support of limiting people's rights. And they should be happy about it, right? Why are we limiting that kind of conversation? Again, because they know they're on the wrong side of all of these issues when it comes to the majority of Americans in this odd democracy thing that we say we follow in this country, except when you're not popular, except when your beliefs don't mean anything to anyone else except for oppressive agendas. then you have to start flipping it and silencing people.
Yep.
It's weird how the irony is just looking at them in the face. They still can't see it.
Exactly. No, I mean, it's the most inevitable news ever. We're gonna end with this. Let's jump ahead to graphic 9. Truth Social, America's big tent social media platform that encourages an open, free, and honest global conversation, but without globalists, we don't like them, without discriminating on the basis of political ideology, except in all of the cases where we do. And let's keep it real, that's what most of our fan base wants us to do.
Have you tried to join Truth yet? We gotta try join.
I don't want to.
I'm a little worried about information being stolen though, because they don't do things very well.
100%. No, I have no interest in that. No rational person would. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.